Welcome to another fish video where I promise I'm not addicted to fish. This week's video is going to be just a short update on how my fish are doing since I've just arrived back from New Zealand. I've also got new fin friends to show, so stay tuned for that. Or don't, that's completely not up to you. You have to stay now that you've made it this far in the video, and if you still leave, I'll be very upset and nobody wants that. Nobody. Alright, so literally on the first minute of my birthday at 12:01, I was gifted an awesome gift. Dumbo's fish tank was leaking water. Oh, this also happened 2 days before I was going to fly on holiday. In fact, I almost considered a New Zealand citizenship after this experience. After an hour, I found out the water was leaking from my hang-on filter. Damn you hang-on back filters, you unreliable, good-for-nothing piece of... It's okay. I don't swear. I fix. I also never forget those that wrong me. Learning a painful lesson, I left the cup under the broken filter, went to bed, and prayed I wasn't in Atlantis the next morning. I immediately bought a sponge filter and another air pump. I know cycling and all that stuff takes ages, but again, I'm flying really soon, so I tried to expose the new sponge to as much of the old sponge's bacteria as I could. I even put it into the tank again and left it there while I was gone just to speed things up a bit. Because I'll be gone for 20 days, all my fish need food. I set up Dumbo's fish feeder to 1 serving a day with only a few pellets falling each serving. Nemo's tank has already been using a feeder for a few weeks, so I've gotten a decent understanding of how much food falls and how to set up the timers. Thank Jesus and Lord Helix have come back, and Dumbo's, Gucci and the Rasboros are more razzy. They got bigger. Remember how I said we don't swear? I lied.
What the fuck are you? Ew.
That's right, I found a new species of shrimp that I never want to see again. Alright, time to check on Nemo. Oh my god, who massacred my boy. So if it isn't blatantly obvious, something's wrong with Nemo. I did my water tests and everything seems fine, even though the tank hasn't been cleaned in almost 3 weeks. But by seeing the cleanliness of the tank, I can deduce that it's not fin rot. Also, the gaps in Nemo's fins doesn't make it seem like it's fin rot, because fin rot kind of does the whole lot, you know, the whole shebang. But this one is kind of like gapped out, so I'm suspecting that a fish or Nemo himself has been biting him. Or himself. Something's been biting him, that's for sure. Now, while I don't want to falsely accuse anybody, I do have suspicion that my neon tetras are to blame for this, since this is apparently part of their habit and has occurred before in other people's tanks, not my own. Now, again, I've never seen them do this, or I've never seen them have any issues swimming near one another and still haven't to this day. I'm going to keep monitoring Nemo and just make sure he recovers nicely, and that those neon tetras, those dang neon tetras, are not the culprits of this inhuman behavior. Some more lighter news. Before I left on holiday, I was gifted 4 small eels. I've tried to identify them and have concluded that they are in fact peacock eels. Now, my tank shouldn't be holding this many fish, so as of right now, this is just a temporary home for them. A bigger tank is currently being set up, but I'm going to need to set that up soon because there's a lot of fish in here and I want to give some more space for all my fishies, you know, to swim around. I'm sure they'd thank me for that because it's what they do, swim around. Now, I'm not 100% certain what kind of peacock eel I have, but I've seen so much mixed information on dwarf variants, the lengths they grow in the wild versus in an aquarium. A lot to take in with these guys. So I've been monitoring their growth, and if they get too big, then they gotta go, but for now, I'm actually really enjoying them, so I can't lie. They're super cute and a lot of fun. So as you can see, everyone is doing good, eating and swimming and living la vida loca, which I'm super glad because I've never had pets while overseas, so I'm glad that the water remains stable and the fish were being fed enough despite some setbacks. The rest of this video is now just going to showcase my fish during feeding, so I'll make my exit now and say thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support everyone's been giving the channel. I'm happy to be back, baby. So if you're new or old, I don't discriminate, like and subscribe again if you're on a second account, and keep subbing if you're on a third, fourth and fifth and so forth. Thank you guys so much, and as always, I'll see you next week.